Some kind of meta angel.
I'm going to talk about the importance of the meta angels, or how the angels of the 60 integrate with the meta. We call this the meta angel. Meta angels, right? So in previous videos, I talked about how the path to the 4D is through the meta, right? I said you have to go from here, from the womb to the meta to the matrix, back to the meta, right? But when I say back to the meta, you're not going back to the frequency you were when you were a child. Basically, you're going back, you're going here, 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 but before you go here, this is the ultimate escape or transition, right, from the balance line, which is the middle. This is the transition line when you integrate both the feminine and the masculine lines, right? So when you go back, you're actually going to what I call the 2D plus, right, or the meta plus, right? And to do that, you have to go back to the feminine line. You have to integrate the nurturing capacities of the mother to heal the inner child. And so the Meta Plus is for people who are coming into an awareness where they're healing the inner child, where they're healing the traumas, the conditioning, the programming that they received when they were a child, when they were in the womb, right? The initiatory stages of our lives, right? And so the role of the 60 within this little construct here is to be the cultivators. Remember how the 60 is the cultivator of the Garden of Eden. So Eden doesn't exist in the Matrix. The Matrix is a temporary illusion. The Matrix is a trap. It's a test. That's all it's meant to be. How can you see beyond this? How can you regain sovereignty, right? Sovereignty is royalty. So there is no Eden in the Matrix. If you're creating Eden, you're creating it here, here, and here, right? So as the cultivators, the 60 angels go into the meta. They become the meta angels to curate what I call the angelic digital space, right? Because the meta is also correlated to the online space. Online space. This is where we have online communities. Online communities that are about growth, spirituality, connection. What else? Insights. We're sharing insights with each other. Health. Naturally, right? So this is all occurring in the 2D plus, right? And right now we're cultivating this. We're creating our communities. But the vision I see is that the angels, once we have enough people who are operating from the 60 frequency, we're going to be creating platforms, online platforms. that host the people who are in the 2D plus, basically creating a 2D plus like ultra. Because right now we've been kind of restricted, where we have Discord communities, we have YouTube communities, we have Telegram communities, etc. Right? But these are not totally integrated with a lot of different things. It's kind of separated, and they're all reliant on other hosting platforms, right? So what the angels are going to do are create their own, let's call it the Angelic meta platform. And the only ones who can do this are the angels, who are going to create the true Meta Plus, the true online platforms. Because right now, like, you could say Telegram is an Atlantean platform, YouTube is, I don't know, they have a lot of like censoring things, doing all of these things. They're sort of matrixy, they're sort of Atlantean. Discord is sort of this, sort of that. But what platform can you actually say is angelic? What does a 6D platform look like? Which platform is aligned with concepts, with truth, from the higher dimensions, right? Not so many. And that's going to be the role of the meta angels. And how I see this functioning is that the angels here, who are going to be going into the meta, are receiving downloads from all of the higher realms. This is going to translate directly into the digital space, right? Because here is a war zone, right? Between here and here. So we're going to see a lot of, and this is all, by the way, Aquarian. There's going to be a little bit of a battle, I guess, between control over this meta space, between the inorganic ones, who are creating things like Facebook Meta, MetaQuest, VR, like virtual reality, escapism. And the reason that's being created is to conceal the integration. So, conceal integration of shadows, right? So we're going to see a lot of people who are bypassing their work and going directly into the matrix meta, or what I call the inorganic meta, right? And those will just be like video games. What's that one game? GTA 6 is going to be like this. The Sims, like all of these types of life sims and stuff, where people are going, it's going to be like Ready Player One. If you've seen Ready Player One, that's the reality that is going to be created through the Matrix meta. Another trap to look out for is we're going to have people in here, the Zuckerbergs and the who else? The Gates and all of these people And people aligned with that, who want control over this meta space, they're going to be creating false 6D 2D pluses to get the spiritually bypassing people, to get the love and light people. So they're going to create like meditation. It's gonna look like what the angels are creating, but it's not going to be fully authentic, and it's going to have a lot of misinformation, if that makes sense. So that's something that we have to look out for, that the spiritual communities have to look out for as we enter this new age of technology and VR, meta spaces, AI integration. What we want, we really want the most people as possible to be integrating the feminine and healing the child, so that they can have the discernment to authenticate the true Meta Plus, because the true Meta Plus is going to have all of the resources that allow you to reach sovereignty. Sovereignty, right? The resources that are coming from the angelic creators, the cultivators, right? And then from there, once you've reached the status of royalty, once you're operating in a 4D awareness through the help of the 2D plus with all of the resources coming from 6D, then you'll be able to transition into 5D awareness. And that's how we get the collective to the 5D. But especially in the age of Aquarius, where the technology is almost getting to like singularity level, there's going to be a battle here between hot and cold. It's going to be the two. It's going to be dualistic. But we want this. We want the Mercurian balance to be the forefront of the Atlantean transition, right? In the meta. I hope that makes sense. And I know a lot of people who we've been talking about this, creating this platform that's going to have health resources. It's going to have esoteric teachings. It's going to function as a mystery school. It's going to function as a training ground for psychokinesis abilities and intuition. It's going to be an outlet for authentic expression. It's going to be musical, right? All of these things are going to be integrated in the true 2D plus. This is the Meta Angel code. So I think that's it for right now. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas, hit me up. All right, peace.